Hey guys, welcome to my first podcast on here. So I am super duper excited to be recording this. I don't have it on any other platforms besides YouTube, so I am trying to figure everything out so I can put it on Apple Music, or not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. I have recorded a couple podcasts on SoundCloud, but you can only do a certain amount of time before you have to get the premium version. So this is what we're just gonna do for right now. So yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to watch this, listen to this while you're doing your chores, listen to this while you're doing your homework or any other thing that you're doing. Thank you for joining me today. I don't know. What are we gonna talk about? I actually know what we're gonna be talking about. I have a list of notes right here. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about different topics, that I don't normally share, or that I wouldn't normally share outside of this podcast, besides telling my friends or family. So I wanted to, since I have an opportunity to share my opinions and my thoughts on the internet, it's like, why not do it for the good, if that makes sense? Like, I want to help other people. And yeah, so what we're talking about today is my fitness journey. And this sounds kind of weird because I've been recently on my fitness journey, but not really. So let me tell you where it all started. So, I have pretty much always been interested in fitness. Ever since middle school, I have always been interested in just learning about it. And I remember specifically in seventh grade, I was with one of my friends and we were watching a ton of YouTube videos about fitness and just what to eat, what's good for you, and everything like that. So, yeah, so it was around 2012, when I was in seventh grade. And you know where that, standard, I guess, of being, really skinny all the time, it was just kind of a trend, and now it's kind of like a trend to be, thicker. So yeah, it was actually really bad because I fell down a rabbit hole of, you can only have one cheat day. And no offense to anyone in the videos, but as a 12-year-old, this is how I took it. So I this makes me, I'm having goosebumps, so many goosebumps right now, because how do I explain this? So, they said only one cheat day, a week, which, if cheat days work for you, that's great. But, for me, if I just had a dedicated cheat day, I'd eat like crap all day. And then it'd make me feel like, oh, well, since I've already ruined that progress, I might as well just not even work towards it. That's how my mindset is. I know cheat meals work for other people, but for me, it just has to be I've eaten all clean all day, I'll have this dessert, I'll move on the next day and eat healthy again. That's how, it's not a specific day for me. But when I was younger, I was just oh yeah, this is how it is. I only have to have one cheat day. And I was just I have to work. When I was younger, I had an apartment gym, and I remember my friend and I, we'd work out at that gym, and I just didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really have any goals. I mean, why should a 12-year-old have certain goal weights or goal, it's just, it was terrible. So moving on from seventh grade, I was still struggling with eating habits. I ate out a lot. I didn't consume enough veggies. I didn't consume enough fruits. But then moving along to kind of eighth and ninth grade, and okay, I'm just gonna put eighth, ninth, and 10th grade into one little group, because that is when I gained the most amount of weight. And I think it's good to gain weight, but it was unhealthy weight. And I remember in ninth grade, I tried to go vegan. When I said tried, I didn't know how to. I've always been okay. Sorry, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. But in I can't think right now. Okay, so in what am I trying to say? In ninth grade, I found Stella Rae on YouTube. Well, I found her like actually when I was like 10 or 11, but she had gone vegan, and I was just like, Mom, like, I have to go vegan. I have to go vegan. But the only things I would bring to school were like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which are, yes, vegan. But I don't know. I wasn't eating enough basically. So after like doing veganism for like not even a month, I was just like, oh, I'm done with this. And then I went back to eating meat and dairy and everything. But I have actually never really liked like hot dogs and burgers. Like, yes, I'll eat them once in a while, but it's not like, oh, like, you know how some people just love them? That's not me. I'm not that. Yeah, but I was more I loved dairy so much. But that is also when I had severe acne. I had it just, yeah, and I still had that kind of dieting mindset, and it was just a downward spiral of just like not eating enough, and then binging later, and then working out, and then but like I didn't work out consistently. So I actually went fully vegan, have been ever since August 13th. I think it was 2017, so it's almost been 2 years already, which, what, time is flying by so fast. I did lose a little bit of weight, and at that time I didn't work out at all. And yeah, but when I was vegan, well, I'm saying I'm not I can't speak. I'm still vegan, but back when I started veganism, I don't think I knew what to eat or what to make, so I would. There's nothing wrong with this, and if you like to eat Gardein chicken nuggets, or if you like to eat, vegan options, like hamburgers, and like there's nothing wrong with that. But I would eat Oreos all the time because they are classified as vegan. I would just eat so much crap, and I still wasn't feeling well. And I didn't really know how to cook for myself that well on veganism. And I still like kind of had quite a bit of weight. But like if you're fine with that, then go for it. Like the other night I went out to eat with my family, and the only pretty much the only option they have was the what is it called? The Beyond Burger. And then I had some waffle fries. But like that whole entire week I had been eating healthy. Like that was just like my one meal where I was just like, it wasn't a cheat meal. Well, it kind of was like a cheat meal, but it wasn't like, in my head I'm like, oh no, I'm cheating. I feel so guilty. It wasn't like that. I was just like, well, we're going out to eat. This is what I'm eating, and everything's good. I ate it. I felt like it was amazing. It was so good. But, the next day, just go back to what I normally eat. So what I normally eat now is in the morning, I'll have I don't know if this is the healthiest, but it is so good. It is vegan and gluten-free waffles. So I'll have that with some maple syrup and with a banana, or I'll sometimes have oatmeal, or I'll have some toast or something with fruit. I just love breakfast food so much. Like, it is my favorite time of the day. Um, I also love coffee with almond milk. Oh my goodness, it's so good. A lot of people have been talking about oat milk as well. I've never tried that before. It would be really cool to try that, to see how I like it. But then for lunch, I usually make some boiled potatoes. I boil 2 potatoes, or I chop them up, like I dice them up, put them in the oven for about 30 minutes. Make some like roasted veggies, steamed veggies, make some rice, just like some good. I also love avocados. I know, like in the Raw Till 4, I think that was, or HCLF days, so a high carb, low fat, a lot of vegans were scared to eat like good fats for your body. Like, a good fat is avocado. I love avocado so much. So I'm really just trying to make sure I'm just trying to make sure I'm fueling my body with everything that I need. So I'm making sure, excuse me. So I am making sure that I am getting my carbs in, my protein, my my fats for the day, and that I make sure that I'm eating enough, because I kind of missed a portion, but I'll go back on it in a second. Actually, I'll go back on it now. So last year, around this time last year, I really hope I won't cry like on this first podcast, but oh gosh, this is like very scary to say. Okay, so last year that was like the worst time ever. Like, I was very restrictive on my eating. I was very just very hardcore in the gym, and I even wrote this in my journal the other day. I wanted to be like the smallest physique that I could ever be, and all I wanted was to be small. I want to be small. Like, that's all I was kind of striving for, and it made me very it made, like, when I was going throughout my day, I was very I was just very tired. Because I wasn't getting enough fuel in my body. I thought about food constantly because I wasn't fueling my body with enough of it. And I was just always in a terrible mood. But oh my gosh, I don't like 2018 was a very learning year. Like, the whole year was like, I could talk about this in another podcast as well if you want me to, but I lost touch with one of my friends, and we've been friends for many, many years. I just learned a lot about myself, and yeah, now I'm just taking everything I learned in 2018 and applying it to 2019. I have never, ever, sorry if that was so loud, I've never been so happy in, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I've never been so happy in my body. And I just remember, like, 7th grade me was just so hard on myself to, like, I wasn't always like, in 7th grade, I wasn't always like, be skinnier, but I was always just like, you need to do this diet, and honestly, veganism has, like, oh my gosh, why am I crying? Oh my gosh, why am I crying? Veganism has, ew, did you hear that in my voice? Veganism has actually changed my entire life, and, I don't know. For me, it's not just like some old diet or whatever. It really has changed my life. I have like, I have such an excitement to make food now. I have such an excitement to find new ways to make foods that are normally like not vegan, and veganism. So wow. Anyways, I just recently got a gym membership with my mom, which, by the way, is like the best thing ever. I love the gym so much. And that's another thing. I used to count calories while I was in the gym, making sure I burned all this off, do this, you know? But now I'm in the gym, and while I'm doing the stair stepper, I'm like, how am I feeling? Am I feeling all right? And like, a lot of people ask others, like, how do you have motivation to go? How do you, like, you like, what I want to tell you is that you're gonna want it for yourself. Like, you've got to, sometimes you got to break down all the way to build yourself back up to the highest potential of you. And I know that last year had to happen, for me to be in this healthy mindset. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many chills. But I had to be in that terrible mindset to be in this good mindset, if that makes any sense. Um Excuse me, that's gross. So anyways, so all I'm asking myself at the gym is, how am I feeling? How am I doing? How is my body doing? Like, body, are you okay? Like, is there any straining? Do I need to stretch you? Like, I am like taking my body, wrapping it up, and giving it the biggest hug ever, and just asking, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Do you feel energized? Do you feel kind of tired? Like, do you need to slow down? Are you ready to do more reps? Are you like, so treat your body as like it's your baby. Like, your body is working for you every day. Like, it is functioning every day, so then you can walk, so you can talk, so you can smell things, so you can, hear people. It is amazing what your body can do. And why are you hurting it so badly to just meet society's expectations? You don't need to meet society's expectations. Your body is so beautiful, no matter what size, color, if it has wrinkles or not. Like, your body has taken you through this far already. Like, appreciate it, love it. Just tell yourself right now, I love my body. I love my body. Look at yourself in the mirror. I can look at myself in the mirror and just be like, girl, you are so fine. Like, yes, like, work it. And I have seen, I mean, I know it's not about, like, I know I just said it's not about your body, but I have seen so many changes in my body by just giving it the fuel it needs. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think your body is like, how do I want to say this? Like, if you want to, like, I heard this on another podcast, but okay, how am I going to word this? Oh my goodness, I'm like drawing a blank now. I just talked so much. So your body is a very, ooh, how am I saying this? Like, oh, sorry, I'm just like thinking too much now. Whoa. Okay, so your body is, it's standing for you. It's doing all of this amazing stuff. So don't you want to, like, fuel it? Like, okay, here's an example. You want to give your car some gas. Like, you're at the gas station, and let's say you get the wrong fuel for your body. It's not going to work. It's not going to drive you around. That's the same thing for your body. If you give it bad fuel, it's going to kind of lug around. It's not going to, like, bring you anywhere. But if you're at the gas station and you give it the right amount of fuel, enough fuel, stop when it's ready, or stop when your, like, car has enough gas, That's the same thing as your body. As long as you give it like fruits and vegetables and just so many good things, your body you're gonna feel so much energized throughout the rest of your day. You're gonna get better sleep. You can your workouts are gonna be so much better, and it's just an overall good thing for you. So I think I'm gonna just talk about like one more thing, but just watch me talk about 5 more, because I think this podcast has been pretty long already. I don't even know how long of podcasts you guys like. Do you like 20-minute, 40-minute podcasts? In my opinion, I like a long or hour-long podcasts. Like, they're so relaxing. I can get so much housework done. Anyways, yeah, oh my goodness, I've already been recording for over 20 minutes. Anyways, so one more thing. Oh yeah, so right now in the gym, I am that sounds so funny, but I am working to get thick. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I want the fattest butt, like the thickest yes, butt ever. Like, I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like I don't know why I want that. Like, I just feel like it's so, I don't know why. Like, I just feel like that's a goal I want to work towards. I'm also working towards, if you guys didn't know this already, I have an arm, like, nerve damage in my right arm. I've had it since I was born. Anyways, sometimes it's very hard for me to perform certain tasks, and how, like, I'm going into schooling next year, no, technically this year, but next school year around, so in September, I am starting, like, makeup and hair school, so I need strength if I'm going to be curling people's hair all day, if I'm going to be blow drying people's hair all day, and so I need a very strong, I need very strong upper body strength as well. So now I don't want to become like so buff, but I am working at getting a little bit more toned, I guess. And I'm just making sure I'm stronger. That's another thing. I love to feel like strong. Like when I'm at the gym. Side note, I also got, where did it go? Here they are. I also got some AirPods, which are gonna help me, and they have helped me so much at the gym. Like, oh my goodness, when I am doing my sets of my arm or my lower body workouts, I just feel like having wireless headphones work so well. Like, your performance is so much better. And so let me show you guys the AirPods really quick. Okay, here they are. I know I'm so basic, but I don't care. So yeah, I got these AirPods. They're so cool. Like, this is wild. And then I also have my Apple Watch to track my workouts. But anyways, right now, in this current moment, I just have the healthiest relationship with food and working out that I've ever had. I'm just making sure I am strong. I am just pushing myself to a healthy level, and I'm just telling myself, Amanda, you can do more. Like, you've got this. Like, you go, girl. Another helpful thing that's really helped me in my, like, I guess, self-love journey, because this all has to do with self-love as well, is reading or listening to affirmations. Okay, here, just wait a second. So, on Pinterest, I have a board just called Words, and it is inspiring things that I love to look back on. And I know people are like, oh, quotes are, I don't know if anyone's even ever said this, but I feel like someone has, like, oh, quotes are so stupid, like, but would disagree. But this one, it even has to, okay, I'm just gonna read a couple of them to you guys because I love them so much. You are your worst enemy. It is your negative thoughts that hold you back, nothing else. Yeah, I'm just gonna read you some more. Interrupt anxiety with gratitude. Things you can control: 1, your attitude; 2, your words; 3, your manners; 4, your actions; and 5, your effort. That's another thing with if you have like a terrible kind of eating habit that's kind of like controlling you. Do you know what you can control instead of food taking over your entire life? You can control your attitude, your words, your like just spread so much love and you'll get that in return. Like my camera is actually about to die, so I'm gonna read a couple more and I'm going to sign off soon. So this one I really, really liked. It says, your future needs you, your past doesn't. Let that sink in. Your future needs you, your past doesn't. Word. Yes. This one. When joy is a habit, love is a reflex. I love this one. Okay, so this is gonna be my last quote that I'm gonna read. So once you stop fantasizing about that ideal version of yourself and start working towards becoming that person by setting your alarm clock earlier and actually going to the gym and actually volunteering at places and actually eating healthier and not procrastinating and working out just a little bit harder, you'll realize that it was so easy all along. Becoming your ideal self will only ever exist in your mind until you make the decision to work towards becoming that person. Get up, get going. It's now or never. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Get that flashlight and pave your own path, beach, because no one else is going to do it for you. So yeah, that is everything I have to say in this podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed listening, watching, whatever. I really hope this was relaxing. I'm gonna go edit this now, and probably do some more housework because I kind of gotta do that. And I am gonna go. So if you want to listen to more podcasts, if you want me to talk about certain things, just let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to hear more. I love you guys. Thank you for listening, and yeah, bye.